In what is being described as an apparent attack on the Special Organized Crime Unit by the Guyana Times newspaper over the recent arrests and questioning of a few prominent figures in connection with the Pradoville 2 investigation, one source at SOCU is condemning a recent article published in the Guyana Times newspaper as utterly false. Head of SOCU, Assistant Police Commissioner Sidney James, says the article published Friday under the headline Ramjatan SOCU officials sip wine after arrest operations suggests that the Guyana Times had been grossly misinformed. James, for the sake of the Guyana Times newspaper, clarified what that sip and chat at a popular downtown cafe was all about. Guyana Times article that suggests that SOCU officials were celebrating at a popular cafe after the arrest of some prominent figures.
I don't think that is true. What happened is Dr. Sitlington should be departing Guyana today. And on Wednesday evening, he held an informal barbecue for a number of stakeholders who he had interacted with during his stay in Guyana. These included a number of government ministers, members of the legal fraternity, Guyana Revenue Authority, staff of SOCU, and a number of other stakeholders.
The article makes a number of extraordinary claims about Dr. Sitlington's role at SOCU and queried whether he was operating under the auspices of the British High Commission. The article suggested that Dr. Sitlington's presence at SOCU is a political directive and questioned who really funded the sip and chat.
It was funded by Dr. Sitlington and it was nothing celebratory.
Nothing political.
Or political.
Friday, British High Commissioner to Guyana Greg Quinn provided clarity to the Guyana Times newspaper article and former Attorney General Alan Landla in a press release. The High Commissioner noted that Dr. Sitlington is at SOCU in an advisory and training capacity and not in an operational role, and debunked claims that the High Commissioner's staff were sipping and chatting, celebrating the arrests. Also, Minister of State Joseph Harman at his post-cabinet press briefing Friday backed up James and the British High Commissioner's comment.
Then, of course, we've had assistance, mutual assistance from friendly countries in relation to the training of our police force and the capacity building in the force itself. So you would see from the British security sector reform program, there's a Colonel Coombe who is looking at doing a survey of our security needs. There's also the other gentleman who's doing some work with SOCU. That's part of the British assistance to Guyana in that regard. So we've had a lot of work, and there's a lot of work going into the training of our Guyana police force so that when they actually bring cases before the court, they will stick.
Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.